So good at 94 HCY. It's Johnny. So to be in the room as the Foo Fighters go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on that night, you and a guest, pretty sweet, I think. We're going to fly you and a friend to Cleveland for the induction ceremony, watch the band sound check, get a VIP tour of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and some autographed merchandise as well, all thanks to RCA Records. You want to be listening 6 times a day. 6 chances, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and then finally at 6 we got more info on the website. Black Crowes just around the corner, and classic rock from Floyd next. HCY.
How would you like to make history with the Foo Fighters? Well, all right then.
Up around you, it was just impossible. Couldn't turn around without having.
What's the name? Is it Ted?
Contract to get act. What happens between now and then? Urgent care. Find a fully reported side effect with
on the road.
In the head with this one.
This is Joe Catiglione. We're investigating reports that the drone strike or the secondary explosion, and it's most likely that, because I'm going to tell you about this missile we apparently used. That the secondary explosion, most likely, the reports are that 10 Afghan civilians were killed, including 7 children. That's according to their family members. Is it accurate? We don't know. In the past, historically, we don't always get the accurate story, or there's propaganda to make it, pump back on us that we killed civilians. You know the drill. We would take out something in Iraq, for instance, when Saddam Hussein was heading up the joint, and we'd get reports from Iraqi media that, we hit a baby furniture factory, or an aspirin factory, or, we didn't hit Iraqi fighters. No, we hit an Iraqi preschool. We get all that propaganda stuff. But interestingly, if the Wall Street Journal is accurate, our drone was not explosive. Our drone did not contain explosives. Wait till you hear this. This is like something out of a sci-fi movie. Are you aware of this flying ninja Ginsu knife type drone that we have? I mean, that's the way it's described. So, amid this investigation, at the briefing this morning, the Pentagon press secretary and door-to-door vacuum salesman John Kirby said that, quote, "We're not in a position to dispute it right now. We're assessing, we're investigating." Then he added, "Make no mistake, no military on the face of the earth works harder to avoid civilian casualties than the U.S. military." I truly believe that, folks. Listen, I don't want to be callous here, and I don't want to see any civilian deaths, certainly children. But if they die, they were killed by explosives in this vehicle meant for U.S. soldiers and other Afghan civilians. So it's unfair to squarely put that on our shoulders, especially as I'm about to give you the details on the missile this Hellfire that we apparently used. And, man, this is like out of a science fiction movie. Hold on, I'll give you the details in a second here. And one other thing, in another win for the home team before we pulled out just a short time ago and totally out of Afghanistan, U.S. anti-missile defenses also were able to intercept rockets which were fired at the airport earlier today. And it allowed us to fly out our core diplomats and others, as was planned. And now we know that it's complete, that our ambassador, among the last out. I wonder if they turned the lights out. Did they flick the switch on the way out? Did our military do an amazing job under these conditions? 100%. Yes. Should we be totally out? I said this for a long time on the show. I'm not a Johnny-come-lately here, folks. I'm not a revisionist. We should not be totally out. We should have kept a small amount of troops to maintain some semblance of control. And again, Bagram would have been an absolute must-keep base for strategy beyond Afghanistan. Proximity to Russia, to China, Iran, for instance. All right, on to this missile, and this is truly dramatic. So the Wall Street Journal hit with this exclusive story over the weekend. The fact that we use a special Hellfire missile conjures up all of these amazing sci-fi movie thoughts of crazy alien-like technology. And when I saw this story, I did not see the whole movie. I caught bits and pieces. My son Julian, who's 17 years old, Julian was watching a movie called Battleship. And it's an alien invasion movie, and the aliens had these crazy rotary devices that were like shredding balls, like circular saw blades with gears and, a crazy armament that would roll along the ground and turn on a dime and just shred everything. When I saw this story, I'm like, hey, Julian, what was that movie that I saw you watching, a month or so ago with the crazy alien armament and hardware where these balls rolled on the ground and destroyed our aircraft and helicopters? And he said, yeah, Dad, that was a Battleship. I don't think it was a particularly good movie, but some of the special effects were really good. Now, that's what I'm thinking of when I saw this story. That the Pentagon used a special Hellfire missile that has no explosives. So if this is accurate, if the Wall Street Journal reporting is accurate, we didn't have explosives on the drone.